Hello, welcome to today's video. This is Kay at Dress for My Day, and I'm so glad that you have joined me. We are talking beauty today, and you know I do that with fear and trepidation. I don't really like talking beauty, I'd rather talk fashion. So that's why I just decided to sit down and have a girlfriend chat with you. Today's video is sponsored by City Beauty. That is one of my favorite brands to work with, and honestly, I love their products and I use them every day, and so I am going to be sharing some of their clean beauty products with you. What we're going to be doing here today is I'm sharing 7 tips for looking your best during the holidays. So I've got my something to drink here, just a glass of water. You get you something good that you enjoy, and let's just sit and chat a little bit about how we are going to get through the holidays, enjoy the holidays, and look our best, because you know as well as I do that they can be a stressful time. It can be tiring, full of activity. Maybe we're eating things we don't normally eat. Maybe our exercise program gets in jeopardy. And sometimes it's just hard. And plus, with all of that, we're already just aging every day. And so that's, like one of the things we're dealing with. And then on top of that, the weather is changing. It's getting colder, and it can get really cold, really windy, really dry. We got the heat going. And so all of those things can be a factor in our appearance at this time of year. So let's just talk about some ways that we can do our best to stay on top of this beauty-wise and look our best. My first tip for really, I think, looking our best during the holidays and just staying on top of things is to do our very best with staying with our exercise. And, it's just hard, isn't it? I've already struggled. I got sick back in, I think, September, early October, and then that just put me behind with exercise, and that happens, right? And during the holidays, when maybe you're traveling or your schedule just gets a little different, it can be a challenge. Plus the weather changes and the light outside changes. We have shorter days and it becomes a challenge. So my encouragement to you and to me is to stay with our exercise program, even if it just means we get out for a good walk every day. In fact, I kind of think it's really important, if at all possible, to just bundle up, face the elements and get out there and get some fresh air, get some sunshine, get some fresh air to breathe, maybe go for a walk at a nearby trail, try a different neighborhood instead of just your own sometimes, but do what it takes to get outside, get some fresh air, get some vitamin D that way, and get that exercise in. Now, I try to do some weightlifting a few times a week, and I try to get in a good brisk walk, 4 or 5 times a week if at all possible. But really, I think the only way I can do this during the holidays is to have some accountability. So you can learn more about my exercise regimen and what I do down in the description box below. That's also where I'll have links to everything I'm sharing. But the bottom line is, ladies, we just have to plug through and do our best to stay with that exercise program. Now, my second tip for looking your best during the holidays is to take some time to pamper yourself, but with a purpose. So I guess we would call this results-driven pampering, right? So it's not just taking some time to relax, but to do some pampering that actually produces some results. I got a set, I think 5 of these come in a set, but this is the City Beauty Biocellulose Sheet Face Mask. And I love City Beauty because they are a clean beauty brand. They are Leaping Bunny and PETA certified. And so all of their products are clean and cruelty-free. And also this brand is pro-aging. So all of their products, I think at least most of them, if not all of them, really address unique skincare concerns that we face as we age. But this particular brand is not about trying to mask things or cover things up. They're just about trying to help us feel our best, look our best as we do get older and as our bodies and our skin changes. So this biocellulose sheet face mask, it's a hydro mask, it's line smoothing, but it's going to restore some of the much needed moisture in your skin while you relax. So when I use this, I love this. You just peel off there's a lining, you're going to peel it off, and it is extremely like wet, like it's goopy, but it's so, you just feel like you're putting so much good stuff on your face, and it's so cool. It's so cool and relaxing. So I think it's great to make sure you have a towel or something around because it is kind of wet, but you're going to put it on and then you can just lie down, maybe listen to some nice music. Just really relax while you have this mask on. And then you're just going to take a damp, I used a warm, damp cloth to really wrung out damp cloth and to just remove the product after I had used it for the time that's on the instructions on the package. I found this very refreshing, very relaxing. It feels really nice, but I also am getting those results. Now, my third tip, while I take a sip there and just keep going here, is to choose water. So, you know, during the holidays, we're going to have so many opportunities to drink other things, whether you are drinking, you know, sugary punches or like an eggnog, or I don't know, you go to some of your favorite fast food places and they're going to have a peppermint milkshake, or they're going to have a peppermint flavored coffee. We're going to have all of those things to drink this season. Maybe you like a glass of wine every now and then, or a mixed drink, a cocktail somewhere. I certainly enjoy having a glass of wine occasionally. And so what I've learned is, because I do drink some extra sugary things and maybe a little bit of alcohol here and there, I think it is so much even more important to drink plenty of water. So what I'm doing during the holidays is I'm just choosing water. So every time I have an option between water or tea, or water or a soft drink, or any of those things that I kind of sometimes normally drink, I'm choosing water. And then that way, if I do go out and I have a glass of wine, or if I'm out somewhere and I grab a coffee with some peppermint and some good creamy stuff in it, then I know I've had my water for the day too. And I do actually encourage you, if you are going to have that glass of wine, especially maybe a glass of red wine, I have found that I need to double up on my water during the day if I'm going to do that. So choose water. My fourth tip for looking your best during the holidays is to take care of your hands. I mean, you know, our hands, they are tools all the time, aren't they? We use them as tools, and yet one of the best tips I can give you as far as taking care of your hands is to not use your fingernails as tools. Ever. And that is something that we are so prone to do. So I've begun getting my nails done, and that has really helped. I get them done at a place that uses really clean products, and that's helping. But because of that, I really want to preserve my manicure. I'm so careful about it. So that's made me, anytime I spend money on something, I'm going to take care of it. So I have really started using my rubber gloves to wash dishes. I think that's another way you can take care of your hands. Be sure to use those rubber gloves. Get a manicure, or give yourself one every now and then, every 1 or 2 weeks. It's so important. And then I want to encourage you to use a great hand cream or hand lotion, but really this one by City Beauty is even more than a hand cream. It truly is a restoring hand treatment, because it actually includes a serum. So it's got some of those really nutrient-rich ingredients that just really do go to work on your hands. And it's an all-day formula. Now, you might be applying your hand lotion wrong. I know I did in fact, up until just recently, I applied my hand lotion wrong. I was just kind of like scrubbing it in, like into my hands. But really, you just want to put it on the outsides of your hands. And if you use each hand to put lotion on the outside of the other hand, then you're going to get lotion on the inside of your hands too. And the outside of our hands is where we get those age spots. We get dry, wrinkly, crepey appearance. And so I encourage you to put your hand lotion on right, which I just started doing in the last, I don't know, few months, I guess. And this restoring hand treatment is such a treat. And I do use it morning after I've done my makeup and I've washed my hands and everything. And then in the evening, once again, after I have cleansed my face, done all my face treatments, I use this restoring hand treatment by City Beauty, and I love it. I'm going to pause right here and say that, yes, today's video is sponsored, and you're going to be seeing a lot of sponsored videos this month and into next, because it's just the season. But you know what? I only ever share sponsors that I truly believe in and the products that I honestly use in my real everyday life. And I'm very careful about the sponsors I choose because I want your trust, and your trust is important to me, and like your friendship is important to me. And I want you to know that if I present a brand to you, there are several benefits. One, I'm introduced to new products that I never would have come across if I hadn't worked with the brand. And that's the case with these City Beauty products, and I really do use them. Second, it allows us to recuperate some of the cost of making these videos. And in fact, during the month of November, I'm doubling up on the amount of videos that I bring to you. So that's, that is important that we defray that cost. And then finally, you get to be exposed to some products that, like I said, I never would have known about otherwise. And always there's a discount involved. And this time, City Beauty is having kind of a pre-Black Friday special. And so if you'll use my coupon code K40 at City Beauty, you can go to the link that I'm sharing with you below. You'll get 40% off of everything I'm showing you, plus everything else at their website. That is crazy, 40% off. Let me continue telling you about those tips now for looking our best during the holidays and how City Beauty can help too. My fifth tip is to brighten your eyes. Of course, the most important thing we can do, I think, to brighten our eyes is to get plenty of sleep, right? And I am really making a point to, I just have to leave my husband on the sofa some nights and just make an effort to be in bed at a decent time. And then I'm setting my alarm these days to get up so that I can have a consistent sleep pattern. And I think that is really helping me so far. I've only been doing that for 3 days now, but it's working really well, and I'm trying to develop that habit. But another way we can brighten our eyes is to use a good eye serum. And City Beauty has one of my favorites. This is the Eye Revive Firming Serum. I love this serum. It's a nice, rich formula. Once again, clean, of course. I always put just a little bit on my finger, and then I dab it on the brow bones. And then I use this little porcelain tip that they have on the applicator here to just very gently rub that around my eyes, as you can see I'm doing here. It's so cooling and fresh, and I just like to think that it goes into my skin better. But it really does, not only does I think it brightens around my eyes, but it also makes it so much easier for my eye makeup to go on, and it just keeps that skin. Sometimes the skin around my brow can get kind of flaky and dry at this time of year, and this really it completely prevents that from happening. Now, my next tip, girlfriend, is about our skin on our legs. Now, during the summer, I get really concerned about my legs, and I do all my best. I do all those things like, put on some self-tanner to keep my legs shaved really well, and I try to make sure I'm using good products on my legs, lots of lotion every day. But during the winter, I kind of forget about that, and I think, oh, I'm not going to show my legs much. And then what happens is I want to put on my boots and wear my boots with a dress. And I guess in my mind, I'm still not going to be baring my legs, right? Because I'm on boots, but it never fails that the dress is just a little bit shorter. Maybe it's knee length, or my dress is just below the knee or just above the knee. And then I got those boots, and there is that little space where you see my legs. And what do you see? You see probably the least attractive part of my legs too. You see the knees. And that's one of those things that nobody talks about, as that's going to happen as you age, that the skin around your knees is going to begin to droop. Nobody told me that. Nobody told me that. So that skin has begun to get kind of crepey. And that is where a great product from City Beauty comes in. I have been using this. You can see it is getting empty. I'm about to have to order some more. But this is the Invisi Crepe Body Balm. And it really is like a balm. I mean, this stuff goes on so thick and creamy, and I guess kind of like a lip balm almost, just real silky but thick. And I do find that this makes a difference. Now, you can put this cream anywhere. In fact, I do put it also on my arms and my neck, like décolletage, is that what you call that? Across your chest. But I really do find that it's making a difference. So especially when I know that I'm going to be wearing my boots, maybe like if I'm going to be wearing them Sunday to church, then around Wednesday or Thursday, I just start really being careful to put some of this Invisi Crepe balm on my knee area, maybe morning and after I've bathed, and also evening before I go to bed. And I really find that it makes a difference. It just keeps that skin a little plumper and a little, just less crepey. It just looks smoother, and it's really making a difference. So that's a little secret that I'm telling you. And then my 7th tip for looking your best during the holidays has to do with your mouth. Because once again, that's one of those things where, number one, as we age, our lips just get thinner. We got those little lines around our lips. It's just, y'all, getting older is just not for sissies. It takes some bravery and some real work. Fortunately, brands like City Beauty really help. They have produced, and I'm not sure if this was their first product, but it's definitely one of the ones that they are the most famous for. But their City Lips Lip Plumper is amazing. Not only does it plumps your lips up, it really does give them a little boost, like makes them, they tingle just a little bit when you put it on. But I like to apply the clear City Lips Lip Plumper, like as I'm beginning to put my makeup on, just to go ahead and get that started, that little process started. Plus, not only does this product plump your lips, but it actually, I find that it works better than any other lip balm or, lipstick or, chapstick type product that I've ever used for keeping my lips from getting chapped, because I started using this last winter, and as soon as I started using it, the chapping went away, and my lips have been really so smooth as long as I use this product consistently. So I use the clear product as I'm putting my makeup on, just to let them get nice and moist and ready for some good lip color. But then later, after I've done my makeup, I usually put on some lipstick, and then I'll put on one of these as a gloss. They just feel so good on, and they stay. They have great staying power. And not only does the color stay, but the moisture stays for a long time. And I love these. So anyhow, that's my 7 tips. A lot of them did have to do with City Beauty, didn't they? But y'all, these are just great products, and I'm just so glad to share them with you. And I'm very grateful that City Beauty has given us a 40% discount code. So use code K40 when you visit City Beauty through the link below. Thank you so much for visiting with me, and this has been fun. And let me know if you'd like to do this again sometime, just kind of sit and chat through these sorts of things. And I appreciate you being here today, and you have a great rest of your week. I'll talk with you later.